Mm-hmm. All right. Let me do this. All right. Let's look at this. And I think we're going to get started now, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm just looking at last few things. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me lower this. All right. Hope y'all can hear me. Oh, what's good? What's good? Before the billions, and anybody that was gonna catch this, as you know, it was something I should have done previous show, but you know how things get caught up nowadays. Before I begin, I'm just looking at some things. Make sure I got everything. I'm trying to find something, guys. Where is it? Oh, here it is. found the record. I found the record. Yeah. All right. So this, let me put it right here. Perfect. And this is something that has to be discussed and look at and examine. But before I give you the details of this stream, if you're new to Chaos Reign, welcome like always. And those who will subscribe to the channel, welcome too. And for those that want to subscribe, you know what to do. You hit that red button and you hit the top notification bell for live streams, uploads here on the Chaos Reign channel. As you know, I go by the name Chaos Reign, as always, one and only. You can also follow me on Twitter at Chaos Reign 7. And now you could also add me as friend on Facebook, Eric Reign on Facebook. And I also have a Discord service. And the Discord is in the About section. And that is pretty much the links where you can follow me at. I'm looking through both ends. And one thing I always notice, they always put that funny little message on the chat room. I'm not sure if this is some type of spam or a little porn link. We'll get you out of here. We don't want that here. And like always, and hold on. Let me see if I can put it out. Let everybody know that. All right. So now, all my information is laid out. The title, as you see the thumbnail in the title, it's Thug Loving. Now, if I can recall, and depending how good my memory is, I'm not sure I ever told or talked about this or gave a particular stream on this, per se, of Thug Loving. I don't know if I ever do that. I have almost 400 videos, people, because I've been doing content on my channel for now, roughly, this is the third year now, since the first week of January of 2019. And I've covered so much information, so much topics, articles, etc., which I will continue in the future. And eventually, I will do reactionaries here and there, whether video or other forms of equipment to, how can I say, discuss the topic at hand. But nonetheless, this one right here caught my attention. And it goes to show that when they look at thug nature, bad boy nature, it's ironic for black men. I want you to hear me good. That isn't that these women are looking for the so-called low levels of black society. And there is, unfortunately, 2 Americans. I never really talk about this because I look at it as, life moves on. I mean, we have varieties, is a good thing. But when I look at, in regards to the choices of mate selection and what women pick, it's totally different. And let's be honest. And y'all guys will understand me. Women will lower their standards to the dudes that they're sexually attracted to. No doubt about it. And let me see who's in the chat room before I play his audio. Everything is well, Chameleon 101. Everything is all well. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going through this, and I might create a poll on this, possibly. Depending on how much people are going to go back to this. But let's be honest. When they talk about thug loving, it's just more than just the look. It's everything that the modern woman, not just black woman, but now we got to say all types of women here in the West we call America, that they will indulge and entertain the lowest of what we call American society. Now, the audio clip you'll be hearing is from my Uncle D. And he had a discussion with, I I guess, a mid-age woman, Asian / Caucasian woman. She could be Muslim, she could be Asian, wherever she is. I took a look at her picture personally, and I'll be honest with you, fellas, I am not impressed with the avatar she has. And it shows because, let's be honest, that's who she really qualifies. But no further ado, I will run the audio. Listen carefully, because I had to find the record personally. I had to sit there and not only listen to this once, but twice. But it's telling that this is what women are behind closed doors, who they really will entertain and they will possibly look for if they have either options or no options. So, mind you guys, you might be triggered to this, and I want y'all to keep it honest, keep it composure. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy. So let's run this record, shall we?
We want to bring Fifi in. How you doing, Fifi?
How you doing, guys?
I'm good. So, where are you from? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm originally from California, San Diego.
Okay.
But I live in Houston area, Texas, right now.
Okay.
Deer Park.
Cool. Deer Park. All right. I know Deer Park very well. So, Fifi,
now, mind you, the woman that you listen to is a woman named Fifi. And like I said, it would have been preferred if this so-called bitch cammed up, so we get an overall view and say why you select this type of mate. But that's not a story. Let's continue.
I'm looking at this article. What is your ethnic background or culture, however you want to describe it?
My parents are from Afghanistan. Both of them are Pashtuns. I'm also Afghan from them because I was born. I'm a first generation American, so yeah, I'm a first one born here with my family.
So here's the thing.
So this particular lady here, she is an Arab, a white one too, if you want to keep 100. And it seems to me that she is a first generation modern Western woman, aka American woman. American woman, I just wanna see American woman. Now Lenny Kravitz kind of effed up when he made that song to burst to the heads of these ladies, but nonetheless, she is a woman that's Arab descent, and she is, I guess, groomed here in America. And the funny thing about this is you gotta understand how America shapes and molds Western women. And that every woman, not just her that is from Afghanistan, but any woman that is adulterate in the West, we call America, through the influence from music, media, etc. And there are countries right now, fellas, that make a conscious efforts to really put a halt to Western influence, i.e. Asia, China especially. But let's continue on. Make sure you like the scream too. Like it too.
I want to use you as an outsider looking in. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what for the past maybe 60. Let me kind of break this down for you. I want you to see something. And this is an article from. This is a blackdemographics.com. There's, as you can imagine, because we've been pretty much the predominant minority in this country, there's a lot of information out on us. Okay. Yeah. So what I want to do is I want to explain to you a little history, and then I think maybe you'll understand where I'm coming from. Let's pull up blackdemographics.com, and oops, look at that. Sorry, let me pull this up again. And there's a blurb here that describes the history of marriage here in the United States. Let me move. Shout out to David. Thank you so much for the contribution.
I don't think my culture is in there, right? Because I'm considered Asian, right?
Yeah, you would be Central Asian. Okay.
Yeah.
But
no, actually, we would consider you Caucasian. No Asian there, baby. Oh, no. Mm-mm. I saw your avatar. And I have to really zoom in to know what this woman looked like. And it's hard to see because when you zoom in, you don't get a clear picture. But let's say for the sake of argument, let's say you are Asian. Last time I checked, I don't really recall most Asian women dating what you are entertaining, sweetie. And you from that part of Africa. Anyway, let me keep playing.
Yeah, well, Asian is they have the highest rate of marriage, so that would include you. But check this out: in 2012, the U.S. Census Bureau released a report that studied the history of marriage in the United States. They discovered some startling statistics when calculating marriage by race. They found that African Americans aged 35 and older were more likely to be married than white Americans from 1890, which is right after we were released from slavery, right? Until sometime around the 1960s. Now, what happened at that point is feminism kicked in and took off, and our lovely ladies decided to run off with the white feminists. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
You know, not only did they swap places during the 1960s, but in 1980, the number of never married African Americans began a staggering climb from about 10% to more than 25%. By 2010, while percentage of white women remained under 10% and just over 10% for white men, the first two charts below are charts included. So basically, here's the thing. Now we have a group of folks who are the least married. So for years, Fifi, our lovely ladies have blamed black men. They said we can't find any man to marry. Y'all, blah, blah. They've done their best. And so now the reason why this particular article here is so astounding is because they're finally admitting that they're not married because they don't want to be married.
Yeah.
They don't want to be married. They see benefits, education, travel. They get to take all these freaky trips with their friends. They get to be their own boss. They don't have to check in with anybody. And they can do what they want to do. They basically sound like these are all the reasons men don't want to get married. Who wants to be responsible, Fifi? You understand what I'm saying? So what are your thoughts on this whole thing as an outsider observing? What are your thoughts?
I believe marriage should always start with let me see, with the man is the head of the household, I believe. So I think men are more easier to do whatever they want than women, I believe. Any woman.
Well, I mean,
yeah, in some cases we are. And here's the funny thing. With the typical modern day woman today, they operate and think and move according like they are men in the society. And by all means, they should, because Western culture makes men and women, unfortunately, people don't want to hear this, equal. So you always hear this thing about equality and this nonsense, right? So we have fake say, what are you equal to and what and for? Because there are gender roles. As much time people don't want to hear it and know about this, but there are roles that everybody plays. You get me? And the roles people play are totally different from the roles they should be acting to themselves. So if that is the case, and you're going to understand more as the conversation continues, why you are diverting from your culture, Miss Fifi, you'll listen and hear more into this as she goes into explaining Mr. Uncle P.
You come from a culture where the men are the head of the household. But what about when you have women in the household who are as mannish as the men?
I think it's very rare for us.
It's very rare for you, but what's going on in the United States is that exact thing.
Oh, it's the upbringing, right? Their upbringing.
It's in the upbringing. It's in the environment.
Everything.
I'm gonna run some stats by you. Okay, so 60% of black men reach the middle class by the time they're middle age. So basically, by the time they're 30, 35 years old, they're in the middle class. No matter where they started, 60% of us are in the middle class. That's unmatched.
Yeah, that's doesn't add up.
Yeah, that's not. There's no other minority group that can match that. Okay, that's black men.
Yeah.
So when black women say, "Oh, there's no black women money," they're lying.
There's some good people out there. You just gotta, I guess, go different places. It's where you go. Is what matters. You know.
Well, these men are everywhere. These are out of the 21.5 million black men. They're everywhere. They're basically.
I think in school it's more better to find people who are educated and know better. I think that's what I think.
I agree with that. Now, what
college and stuff?
What does your family teach you? What does your culture teach you about marriage?
We're supposed to. Actually, we believe in arranged marriage, so I guess that's off the question.
No, please tell me. I want to hear about this.
Just we have to arrange it and be in several engagements. We can't date, so we're not supposed to. And like, yeah, we have to like. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Hold on.
Well,
trying to remember what's going on.
That's fine. How, if you don't mind me, how old are you?
I'm 31.
Okay.
My God. You are in the stage of almost crashing the wall, sweetie. Now, mind you, she is a Western woman. She is a first-generation American, unfortunately. And seemingly, she doesn't have a clear understanding of her culture from what you're hearing. Because usually a person that's not a descendant of this soil for more than 2 or 3 or let's say 5 generations would have a clear understanding of what you should be doing if you are following a Muslim faith, especially she is Afghanistan. And that's one thing I picked up on. And I find that to be a red flag because it should be clear as gold. It should be clear as clear as the lake of the Caribbean. So now this woman is about to turn 32 this year because this was done like, I don't know, last year, maybe this month, I don't know. That I'm sitting there listening, and up to this point in life, I could tell that your parents, wherever they had or wherever culture they had back in Afghanistan, they left there and came here to start some new life because there's no way in hell you should be fumbling words to know what is or what you do in your culture. It should be clear as snow. It should be, matter of fact, it should be so clear that you should give me a whole dissertation right there. Boom, boom, boom. By the time she's not clear, so because it's not being further taught in her household. I hope you guys catch that. So let's continue. And please like the stream.
Okay. Are you married or have you been married?
Never been married. I'm currently with a black guy currently, but he's right now he's locked up right now till April 28th. He's getting released April 28th this year.
How did you, baby? Look, you came all the way from Afghanistan.
No, I'm not from there.
You know, but your parents were from Afghanistan.
My parents, yeah.
How did you find a locked up black man? I mean, I don't think.
I just go. I guess it was like. I guess it was my. Just how I found him, where I found him and stuff.
Where did you find him?
I found him online.
You found him online.
Over the phone and stuff.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Y'all heard that? Do y'all want me to rewind back the tape? Yeah, matter of fact, screw it. I will rewind back the tape for y'all. Y'all did not hear that. Let's play that.
I mean, I don't think.
I just go. I guess it was like. I guess it was my. Just how I found him, where I found him and stuff.
Where did you find him?
I found him online.
You found him online.
Over the phone and stuff.
You need.
I just go. I guess it was like. I guess it was my. Just how I found him, where I found him and stuff.
Where did you find him?
I found him online.
You found him online.
Over the phone stuff.
You needed to, you ever heard of two?
Damn. I wonder why the prisons still giving these guys that do non-offense criminal or whatever case crimes that they got them locked up still have access to phone to be able to call into the real world and still have access to women. Ain't that something? So you tell me this nigga is able to pull a non-black woman from jail, and mind you, this man is a black man that she said he is. And you're going to be finding this very odd as the conversation continues, what type of black man this is. Now, I never ever told y'all a story, but I'm going to tell you a brief story of this. I know of one chick that did the same thing, and she's in her 30s. She went on her way and met a person in jail. This is not good. This is not good. So you tell me, you as a woman, as old as you is, you can't go out in the environment and go find a man? You must go and find a man that's in jail? And we hear this constantly that black women are notorious or known to do this type of bullshit. But to find that this woman that's not black and is from another culture and from another country, born and raised here, she went our way to go find a man in jail. This is sad. This is very sad. Very sad indeed. But let's keep going.
Yeah.
You needed a thug in your life.
No, I just needed someone to be with. I felt lonely, and I didn't want to just have sex with multiple guys because I just want to be serious with somebody.
Maybe he's in prison. He might be having sex with multiple guys.
No, he doesn't like that.
Okay. Well, I mean, you never know. They gay for the state. I'm a lawyer. I mean, I'm telling you what these dudes do.
He's not like the kind of person that plays. He's very serious with things.
Baby, listen to me. Okay, I'm gonna be your Uncle D for a little while. Okay.
Okay.
They go in there, and they are.
I understand. I hear about it.
Yeah. So you leave that man alone. God bless him. What is he in for?
Let's see. I think it was assault. But the guy assaulted him first, and then he I guess.
1 second, people. Just 1 second. I'm gonna take a quick 1 minute. 1 second. I'm just gonna pause. All right, guys. I'm almost ready. Give me one more minute. One more minute. All right, guys, let's keep going. And please like the stream.
But he probably has a criminal record, right?
Look at this.
I don't know. I guess.
Because let me tell you, I'm 47, and I ain't never had nobody just run up on me and try to hit me.
No, but that guy, he started it, so I guess he got very frustrated.
I get it, but there we put people in places who can't control themselves. You see what I mean? We are, and you're in Texas too. It's big business.
I'm in Texas.
Love putting folks in prison.
It's very strict here, yeah.
It is. You know, this is we not that far.
That's probably why, because the prison system here is really strict, you know.
Yeah, but
see, lock anybody up.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, like, I'm looking at you. You're making the same mistake that these black women
I don't want to be like that.
I know you don't want to be like that, but I'm telling you, you're making the same mistake that our lovely ladies are making. You got these feminine.
But I'm for sure he's a good guy because I know about him.
Baby, he's in prison. He's not a good guy.
No, I really know about him. I've been like getting to know him, and I know so much about him. He's a good guy. I know him.
Where's your daddy at?
Before we continue on this conversation, how the fuck you know what this man is? You met him through a goddamn dating /app/phone call. You don't know him, bitch. But it goes to show this is the case of thug loving. I don't know if I can say it's going wrong, but this is some thug loving mess. And well, Uncle D said that you're following and going the same path as the black woman here in the West we call America, because they too tend to liking of quote unquote bad boy / thug man. Yeah. But to let you know, fellas, this is not something that's just only known for the sisters here in this soil. This right here, when we talk thugs and thug men or the labels they want to call black men that do low-level criminal acts or whatever type of offense that this country doesn't like, that it is deemed a form of masculinity here in the West. And that is the result of propaganda and the media that they put out of what a black man is. And I will say this, and I have to agree with many of the brothers, said this person, you have to take back the image. The image facilitates what you are, who you are, and what the world views you. Now, with other media outlets like social media, IG, Facebook, and YouTube here, it is a little bit more controllable of what you put out, depending if they can find you. But really, it's going to come to the point the black man is going to take back the image. Has to take back the image. There's no way around this. Because there's no way hell a woman that's not from this country, hell, not black, she takes a liking of a black man, and not only one of them, but one of them that's what they consider deemed criminal of society as some type of lover or future mate. Nowhere outside the first world or any third world, you don't see this type of nonsense. Only in America you find this crap. Just want y'all to know about that. Let's continue.
I heard he was coming to here in Houston, but I don't want to see him because he treated my mom like crap.
Well, how did he treat your mom?
He treated her like he wouldn't let her do anything. He would treat her like a slave and stuff like that.
Okay,
it's really horrible what he did, how he treated her.
So does that make you think less of your mom or less of your dad?
Less of my dad.
All right, let me ask you.
My mom, I love my mom to death.
Would you allow a man to treat you like your mother allowed your dad to treat?
No.
Okay, so you look down on your mom.
No, but I really love my mom because I'm not the best for her.
You can love her and not agree with how she allowed herself to be treated. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're actually, and how long have your mother and father been married?
They're not married anymore. They've been divorced a long time ago.
How long they were married? So they were married in Afghanistan, and then they got divorced.
No, they were married. I think it was here in America.
And how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 2 brothers, 2 sisters.
Are they married?
One is married, but the other has been divorced with her ex-husband. She has 2 kids with him.
Okay, so your 2 sisters, one is married and the other is divorced.
Been divorced.
What about your 2 brothers?
No, they're not.
Okay. And all of you guys about 30-something years old?
Except for my brother, he's around late 20s.
Okay.
Younger brother.
So why did you reject the whole culture of arranged marriage? Tell me what happened in that situation.
Because I just don't want to see myself, and I just don't like. I'm not attracted to my race. I don't know. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to be ordinary like everybody else. I just want to try something different and
so
be special, about
now,
it.
I'm not a member of the red pill community. I wouldn't say that because they got a lock on that. That is their stuff. But it sounds to me like you want to be able to go out there and
explore,
have your freedom and explore. And what does explore mean?
It means to have options.
Options of what?
Of dating or whatever, marriage.
And what does dating usually lead to?
I mean, I'd rather just get to know somebody than marry them.
And how do you go about getting to know someone?
I have to go online or go in person, I guess.
Yeah, and what do you do when you go in person with them? Where do y'all go? What do you do?
We talk. We say hi. How are you doing?
Right, but what do you think this man's eventual goal is for you?
To take care of me. He wants to take care of me, provide for me.
Before he decides he wants to take care of you, what does he want to do with you?
He wants to marry me, or
he decides he wants to.
Now, we're gonna pause. She knows what the question Uncle D is asking her. What, when you deal with this type of relationship, and what outcomes? Sweetie, copulation will equal children. Now, I'm hearing about this thing about this man is going to provide. How he's going to provide, and he's doing time in motherfucking jail. And I told this one sister, and I was being very liberal in this and being kind and sweet to this, that this man, I don't care what he has background, he cannot assimilate back in society if he has a criminal record, aka whether it was criminal or not. And let's be honest, ladies, I'm gonna say this personally. You're not gonna like this shit. Matter of fact, let me put this up. Unless the man was working for himself, which most people in America through the data said that they go in jail for non-criminal crime, it's hard for him to get work with a record. And knowing that, how the fuck this guy is going to take care and provide? Is he going to go back to the streets? What's good, one grinder? Where this is going? There's nothing constructive. If you're a woman and you're on your shit, you should be in your. If you have some goddamn, let me pull back. I'm not gonna go in there. I'm gonna go there. If you have some fucking brains, you're gonna pick a man from the fucking prison. And I told this to the other young lady that this dude can't do nothing for you because his focus should be how he's gonna get his goddamn life in order now, since he did time in jail. That should be a man's focus. That should be the only focus any man that does time in jail. Period. The last thing he should be thinking out his goddamn mind is pussy. Pussy, I say. So if you not learn or know this, hear me well. Western/modern woman. Hear me well, bitch. If you decide to take on a man that does time, unless it's your goddamn husband, which he's not, because let's check it. The rating of marriage in America is not that good. I don't want to hear that this man you seeking and looking for a man in jail. You'll be. Matter of fact, let me keep playing the tape because I'm gonna calm down. Let's keep going, guys, and like the stream, and thank y'all for those that's watching. please subscribe to the Chaos Rain channel. And follow me on Twitter at ChaosRain7 and on other social media outlets. Thank you. Let's continue.
Marry you. What is one of the factors that he would use to determine that he wants to marry you?
Let's see. He wants to like before that, right?
Yeah, like on the first couple of dates.
Get to know everything, like to know my family and everybody and stuff like that.
You think he wants to get to know your family?
He wants to, yeah.
But who does he want to get to know first?
Me.
And how is he going to go about getting to know you?
My life, what happened to me, what's going on.
I get all that. He's listening and listening, but what do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think he wants to do with you? Physically.
Have sex.
He wants to have sex with you. And all these other men that you want to go out there and be free to date want to have sex with you. Mm-hmm. And the truth is, if you're honest with us, Fifi, you crave that yourself. Which is why you didn't want to get married, which is the same thing.
I want to get married.
Okay.
Too.
You want to get married, and you're 31 now, right?
Yeah, I've been 31. It's actually my birthday was in November last year.
Have a happy birthday. So
27.
Why didn't you get married? When is the normal age that people from your culture get married at?
Well, for all that, like the marriage, we don't choose; they choose for us. So.
And what's the normal age, more or less?
The woman, very young.
I get it, but age.
Like around 16.
About 16, right when you become you get your menstrual cycle. So in America, that would be young. That would be, we'll say about 18. All right. So you've been out there on the market for 13 years since you were 18. Mm-hmm. Right? Oh, yeah. You've been out there. Let me see. Yeah. Right. 13 years you've been out there.
Because I found my soulmate. I guess I'm a late bloomer. That's what I think.
Are you saying your soulmate is the gentleman in jail?
Yeah, he is.
I tell y'all, man, if you're a man in America, first world nation, Western culture, what you want to call it, don't think you're going to be fine a decent woman outside this culture. If you're not dealing with black women, okay, maybe. But let you know, gentlemen, these are the group of women. She's only one, but she is a full. This is evidence that this is what happens when you are in this culture and being groomed and raised in this American culture for a first generation person from another country. This is the possibility of what's going to happen. It's very odd, in my opinion. U.S. woman that's probably, and I think she got a career. She works a job, maybe. I'm not sure what she does as a profession. But let's say she's doing okay. And I say okay. Any woman that's doing and being productive and keeping themselves up, health, their body, and being kind in the society should have no problem finding a suitable mate. But no, not here. It's backwards here in this Western culture. You do things totally opposite, as you're hearing right here. How is it you find a soulmate from a man you have not really personally have real relationship besides what you know from jail? Now, I heard the term of what they call you gotta have a good mouthpiece. I think it's different from this situation. I think this gentleman knows how to, use that spell of the lip and the tongue to coerce and persuade very fragile mind, immature fucking women. And from what I'm hearing right now, this woman is a broken chick and very immature for her age. Once you're in your late 20s, everything should be looking up for you as a person, especially a woman. You should be more taking life seriously if you want to find a mate and get married. If that is the case for the modern woman in the West. But no, not this one. No. She decided to say, I don't explore the options or my choices, so I'm going to pick someone of the lowest low. I'm going to find him in jail. Yeah. And it seemed to me that I'm not sure how involved she is with her father, but from the conversation I'm getting, she's not that involved. She's like the typical Western woman. You can't tell me nothing. I'll do what the hell I want. And you see, this is the end result when you let women buy the devices. They will do some self-destructive things like this shit right here. So let's move on. Let's continue.
When is he supposed to get out, baby?
April 28th this year.
And how long has he been locked up?
In prison, 2019.
He's been locked up since when?
2019 in prison.
So he's been locked up since you were 27 years old?
No.
So you met him online while he was in prison?
I was 28 when he was off.
So you met him online when he was in prison, or do you know him before? Okay. All right. So let me tell you something, baby. Bless your heart. Okay, look. I want you to have hope.
Bro, the frustration is real. I tell you, man, for U.S. men, I could tell why there's a growing rise number of virgins here in America. I could see why. You damn sure gonna have to catch a case to possibly to get some pussy out here. I'm just saying. But I digress.
Yeah, I have hope. I
want you to have hope. Can you put the camera on? I want to see.
Hold on, I can't. I don't want to see myself because I don't look so good.
Then you can put the camera on.
I'm shy.
You should, okay, don't worry about it. Don't.
No, trust me, brother. You don't want to see what she look like. If I could zoom in and see what she potentially looks like, I would say, you know what, chick, you got no options. You are below average at best. And here in this conversation, you probably put yourself at side booty at best. You will put yourself in the categories of you have won the award to be pump and dump. And potentially forever, the way how you are, laying out your selection. And trust me, men are paying attention, ladies. They are paying attention. We got to decide what category we're going to put you. And right here, it seals her fate. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue.
Don't worry about it. And that's fine. You don't have to, you can keep your face like that. I know a lot of black women back in the 80s and 90s, and they waited around for the men to get out of prison. Mm-hmm. And as soon as those dudes got out of prison, they did the same things that other men who weren't in prison did. They gave them the same moves. It sounds to me that you're putting your hopes in somebody that you shouldn't put your hopes on. You have all these, if you like black men, that's great. You like whatever you like, okay? You should have whatever you like. But what I'm trying to explain to you is that, you're making the same mistakes a lot of these other women, our own black American women have made. That's the mistakes you're making. You invest in time.
But I really love him. So.
Baby, love is a 4-letter word. Love comes and goes. It's like the wind.
I'm very
Listen to me now. I'm gonna give you some advice. I'm gonna talk to you like you're my niece or you're my daughter. It's the same conversation that black men have, and since you don't, and the only reason I'm doing this is because you don't have a father that you trust. But I would tell you, first of all, first person you should consult is your daddy. You see what I mean? Because whatever you think about him and your mother married him, and whatever went on between them, it's really none of your business because you're a child. You don't know what happened between them. You don't know what was said. You don't know what your mama did. You don't know how she behaved herself.
He raised us, but he wasn't treating my mom good, and he was and my mom kicked him out of the house in 2000, I believe 2008 or something.
Well, you say that
he got separated by her.
Okay, you say that your mother kicked him out of the house. You say that he didn't treat your mom good, but I'm sure he would have something else to say, and that's
no, he didn't treat her good.
How did he? Okay, cool. We're getting off the side. How did he treat her that you feel wasn't good?
He was very like he kind of looked like he was abusive and controlling and stuff.
Okay, he looked like he was abusive and controlling, and that's what it looked like to you.
Yeah.
Based on your experiences living here in America, dealing with American men, right?
Well, I was young back then. I didn't have nothing.
I know, but see, the problem is you can't base that relationship that your parents had coming from Afghanistan and compare that to what's going on in here in America. Do you see the dysfunction that we have in this country?
Yeah.
And you want a man like that?
Well, I choose a man for me, according to I mean, as long as he treats me good, you know.
Okay, I get that. And what I'm saying is you're setting yourself up to take an L in life. You're choosing the wrong type of men. You say you like black men, cool. Why not get one of these brothers, 60%? Why don't you, if you're going to get one, get a good one. And this is the same advice I would give black men. Leave these thugs alone. Ain't nothing in there but baby mamahood and STDs and heartbreaks.
No, but he's not like that. Like he's very special to me. I'm attached to him. So.
I get it. You can.
How the hell you attached? And now, mind you now, she said she met the dude before he went into jail, right? And I'm thinking, okay, why the hell you still dealing with him? And you only know him briefly before he went to jail, and you stayed with him knowing you did not really know this dude well enough. It's the biggest question. Something's not right. And I think that this dude put some serious pipe on this Arab woman, and she got her sprung, in my opinion. Because the logic does not make sense. You don't know this dude long enough to say you love him before he committed some type of criminal act and he's doing years in jail. Doesn't make sense. But let's keep playing. Oh, and I see you, Femi. If you now tune in, Femi, you're going to go back to the somewhat partial of the beginning of this stream. If you come in like the late part of this, you miss a lot. So I can't go back to tell you what was said on here. So just sit back and enjoy and catch replay if possible. Okay?
You know what? That's cool that you're attached to him, right? But what I'm telling you is, sweetheart, that's not a good match for you. He's not a man. You don't want a jailbird, baby. You leave these jailbirds alone. This is the same information. And all you ladies are the same. You're hard-headed.
This is the only I believe this is the only guy I was with that's been locked up.
Okay.
But I haven't been in a real relationship. This is my first actual one.
And you're referring to him. This is the only relationship you've been. So you said
actual relationship.
So you were a virgin before you met him?
No.
Okay, so you've been in other relationships before.
No, I didn't have a relationship before him.
So he's right, baby. Look, you need to cut it out. Okay, and you.
Hold on, I got to put some. All right. Oh gosh, damn. Ooh. You can't make this shit up. All right, I gotta keep playing. I have no comment over that. No comment.
You sound like you're a sweet girl. You're a young girl, but
I'm not young. I'm getting old.
31. Okay, you want to say you're old? You are. I guess 31 is old in your culture, right?
Prime.
Prime. Yeah. That's your prime in your culture.
31. Yeah. It is prime.
But they get married at 16 in your culture.
No, I'm talking about like in here in his country. This country.
Yeah, and I know, but what I'm trying to tell you is that this country is dysfunctional.
Then what should I do?
What you should do is, number one, first of all, do what your people in your culture do. And you should not be there. Would you date a jailbird from Afghanistan? Locked up for 3 years?
I don't like asking. I don't mind charging to
I know. But if your family found out you would date some dude who was a jailbird.
My mom knows. I told her about it.
Okay, and what did she say?
And my other family member knows. So.
They found out. And what,
a little bit of them, not all.
And what were they?
I told even my aunt about it and stuff like that.
And what did they tell you when they found out you were dating a black dude who was in
one of my aunts? She was against it, and my cousin was against it. But I don't care what anybody says. I'm gonna do it.
Okay, and what was the reason why they were against it?
He's locked up.
That's number one, and the fact that he got locked up. You're dealing with a crook.
No, because they're racist to blacks. That's why I heard.
Well, we're racist to you all too. Racist.
No, they don't marry blacks. Like I don't see anybody in my family.
Let me explain something to you, Bubba.
Let me stop right there. I'm having a ball listening to this, and I've listened to this a few times, and I hope y'all enjoying this. Is this something to really pick apart and learn from this? I mean, knowing this woman is not part of the black race, but it shows you how influenced we are in this Western culture. Her family does not want you dealing with fucking niggas. And you go turn around and go deal with a fucking nigga. And not only one, you deal with one in jail. You can't make this shit up. Oh, God. Man. Shit. And here's the saddest thing about this. Yes, in America, here, you are considered quote-unquote prime. Usually prime is like in the mid-late 20s, but let's say she wants to go at 30. Okay, we'll go there. In her culture, usually the prime age, because they do things different than what we do here in America. Normally, these people, they're women. Hypothetically, if I go and Google it, I think the range they get married is still roughly 18. I could be wrong, and I just guessing, people. I'm just guessing. I could be wrong. But here it's a little different. You could wait, and for good reason. Most people nowadays are giving birth really later now in life, and this has been going on for the past decade or so. But back in the early 2000s, it was roughly just sliding above over 18 years of age. But because the economy is different and everybody moved different now, it's cutting down the birth rate for a reason. So. But like I said, she said she don't care. She's going to do what the hell she wants. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, I got a few more of this.
Black folks, we are as racist as you all are. You understand that? So everybody, a matter of fact, in America, racism is as germane to the people here as the air we breathe. We're all racist. You understand what I'm saying? Mm. So throw that out the window. All the negative stuff you could say about black folks. No,
I'm not talking bad about them. Just
I'm not. I know
my culture is very backwards.
You gotta listen. You gotta listen and learn. You're new to the culture. Okay.
Listen. Backwards culture.
Listen and learn. Black folks, we have bigots and racists. We say racist, bigoted, prejudiced stuff about Asians, Hispanics, white people.
East Indians,
all that. We say prejudiced stuff about black folks from other countries. They could be Jamaican, West Indian. We say all that. You see what I'm saying? Arabs, yeah, because that's part of the culture that we live in. And you all say, so throw that out the window. As much fire as you can throw at us, we can throw right back at you. Trust me. It's the people in here that can read you from down to up. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's not something I'm see. Racism, the only racism as I care about is the type of racism that keep me from going to the bank with my check. You can be as prejudiced as you want, you say whatever you want, but as long as you can't control whether I can vote, as long as you can't control whether I live, as long as you can't control where I go to school, that doesn't matter. We're all prejudiced in that regard. You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm telling you is you're making a bad decision. You pick out of all the black, you say you like black men. Wonderful. Out of all the black men in America, you're making the same mistake that these lovely ladies of ours are making, and you pick a thug that's in prison.
No, he's Muslim. That's why I married him. I'm gonna marry him.
Oh no! Oh hell, fucking no! You marry a fucking hey, what's good, Jay Sean? So-called wannabe Malcolm X in jail. You can't make this shit up. Oh shit! And here's the funny thing about this: he's Muslim, so you're gonna marry him. Listen, Fifi, you have no options, baby. This is best you're gonna get. I'm sorry. I thought it was gonna be something better, but from what you're displaying, no. And to me, it's really a testament of the will of the Negro that black men, only in America you can flourish. Whether you are doing what you should be doing or not doing, there's always a possibility that you're going to get some woman if you play your cards right. Matter of fact, your cards will be better suited if you have more of a doing some low-level criminal acts. Some that is mostly non-offensive crimes, I prefer. But we don't advocate criminality here. But let's say if you want to get a woman, either from this race or culture or someone else, just tell a chick that, baby, I did some time in jail. Is that cool? I kind of robbed somebody. I kind of punched my face. Is that cool? And someone will find it sexy. They'll say, oh, sure, it's cool. They'll say, oh, yeah, I like it. I live in town. Anyway, let me keep going. Shit.
I have to marry Muslims, so
That's
I'm not supposed to marry outside my religion.
There's plenty of brothers that are Muslims that are not in prison.
I can't find anybody like that.
You're not looking for them, baby. You found a thug. You want what you want. You've been riding the cock carousel for about 13 years now.
God.
You found one that you like, and you gonna make
No, not 13 years. That's too long. I haven't done that.
Well, what I'm saying is you've been with enough men and you've experimented enough. You found one that you like, and you're going to do what you want to do. And I'm telling you, that is the same problem that we have in the black community. That's all I'm telling you.
What do you want me to do?
What I want you to do is get back with your family and take some good advice from them. You understand what I'm saying?
I want to talk to my mom, Dad. I don't want to talk to my dad because he's very strict.
Your daddy is who you need to talk to.
He's very extreme. He's very extreme.
There you have it. There you go. See that? Do you see that? See that? He said she didn't want to talk to her father because her father is a real patriarch. He only can say, what? You talking to who? Who? Not only you talking to a nigga, but this nigga's in jail? Oh, hell no. Yeah, because your father will not prove it, bitch. That's why. But let's be honest. I'm going to be very raw for those that's listening tonight. Today. I will apologize, but I have to keep it real with y'all. That even in the West, you could escape what we call patriarchy. As much as I don't want to say this, but it makes sense now why the father and the mother came here, because whatever they had back in their homeland, they did not like. It's too strict. So let's come to this country here, this soil, where everything is a little bit lesser and less stricter. And we could go and move in the auspices of whiteness, and we'd be good. And trust me, they are. If you think about it now, there was a known case after America pulled back their troops, that we had an influx of people from Afghanistan and other parts of the country came in the thousands. Did y'all know that? And because of this, I can see why, because they're getting subsidies, housing, etc. But I'm not gonna bore y'all. Let me keep playing because I gotta go through this. I gotta go soon wrap this up.
I don't have these black women that you're patterning your behavior after. They don't have daddies who know how to control things, who know how to keep your mama's mad.
Very loud. Very
daddy kept your mama in line. That's why. That's what your mama's mad at.
No, he was turning
it on. Mother got over here to the United States and start acting like these feminists and start expressing her rights.
No, my mom, she told me she likes white guys.
I don't care you understand me?
I'm gonna keep going.
We're talking about you at 31 years old. Dating some crook that's been in the penitentiary for 3 years.
He's not a crook. He's a regular person.
He is in the penitentiary. He is a crook. And I bet the reason that they gave him 3 years for simple assault is because he has prior record, sweetheart. I'm a lawyer you're talking to.
Okay.
A simple assault is only going to get you maybe 30 days in jail. Okay. They gave him 3 years for a simple assault. That means he has prior convictions. You're dealing with a thug. You're dealing with a criminal. And you got your heart wrapped around a criminal. I'm talking to you. If I had a daughter like you, I would snatch your butt up and say, you better leave that crook alone, and tell him if he ever has anything to do with my daughter again, he's going to end up in the back of a trunk somewhere. You understand me? You done ran my blood pressure up. Hold on a minute.
I'm sorry.
No. What else you got to say, baby? Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you something. And what's good, Charles? Woo! Let me tell you something. She can't run my blood pressure. I'll tell you that much. And I got brothers that have custody of the kids. Jay Shine, I see you in the building. I see Charles Faulkner Jr. Now tell me, guys, that's listening right now in the chat room. If your daughter comes to you and tell you, and then knows she brings a so-called loser in front of your face, said that she likes him, love him, what will you tell your daughter? Keep it real. And trust me, we as black men, and I know I got a few in the building, that will make your blood pressure up. And you know, most black people die of heart disease and stuff, but it says, man, you don't want your pressure to get high when you know your daughter does some dumb shit like this. So I'm hearing from y'all, but let me keep playing. I want to wrap this up.
You don't have to apologize. You need to listen. I've watched my black community go down the toilet because we've let women say and do and feel like they can do what they want. These same white feminists who are leading you astray have led black women astray. And now we got some of the most masculine ladies in the world. They so big and bad, they'll tell you we strong, independent, and don't need a man.
I need a man. I don't.
I get it. That's where you are now. But if you keep this up, you are going to be on the same path that black American women are. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You understand what I'm saying? It's foolishness. You watched us fail. You picked one of the worst. I just sat up here and told you that 60% of black men enter into the middle class before they hit middle age, and you got a loser. Does this man have children?
One.
How old is this fool?
He's turning 30 in a day after tomorrow.
So you're going to end up with a baby as soon as he gets out of prison in April. That's going to be his way of locking you down. You understand me?
What?
As soon as he gets out of prison in April, you'll be pregnant in May.
I don't know.
You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. Bro, that's what's going to fucking happen. This man not going to have no work. He's going to be at home with you because you got a crib. He doesn't, because most of them going to be jailbirds, going to be living with some woman. And women undetermined, no, I'm not lying. And you know what's going to happen? He's going to be blowing your back out. And then bring forth child. So, but it shows that, this the dangers and the effects of living in Western culture. And Jay Sean, personally what I mean by Western culture. This is what it breeds. This is what it creates. You cannot do this and get away from this in Barbados. Well, let me maybe in certain parts of the Caribbean, there is forms of bastardization, same way in some parts of South America. But I guarantee it's not to the equation where, when we know that there's low levels in the community, we don't praise and we look down on them. Only in America, you can get away with it. Matter of fact, we can go further. You could be a loser in America and still get something and get some play. Don't bring that shit in certain parts of South America. Don't bring that shit in the Caribbean, and damn sure don't bring that shit in Africa. Let's go. No, I think Barbados is could be a third world country, but I can't really dig up now because it's not the premise of today's stream, AB. But I might look into it. Let's keep going.
That's too soon. That's
how he's gonna lock you down.
No, he's gonna be with me because I know him.
All right. Why wasn't he with his other baby mama?
Because they're not together anymore.
I know. Why? How old is that baby? How old is that other baby?
Young.
How old?
I don't know.
Under 5?
I have to ask him.
So you don't even know how old this other child is?
I think he's pretty young, really young.
So he's under 5 years old. He knocked her up, went to prison, knocked her up, left her.
That was before he
got it. He knocked her up,
way before.
Left her, got her pregnant, met you, hit somebody, went to prison for 3 years. So that she was probably damn near pregnant when he was dealing with his trial.
She's with somebody else now because she moved on.
Okay, yeah, because she realized it. Is she black?
No, she's white.
So he done got a white girl pregnant. All y'all, all you lovely ladies, all you, the Asian ladies, the Caucasian ladies. I don't know why y'all doing I thought you were, are you, but you're Arab, you're Asian, right? Central Asian.
I'm Afghan, Pashtun.
Yeah, so you're Central Asian.
Do y'all want to rewind that? Because he just said something about this man that's going to turn 30 this year. He said that this man already knocked up a white woman before meeting her. And he already has a kid. And now, Miss Fifi, drum roll please, you're going to be baby mama number 2 in less than a year. And I guarantee you, once it happens, you better not come back to Mr. D's channel and tell us that I'm sorry you agree, because it will be too late.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm trying to explain, I know where Afghanistan is, but my whole point is you're headed down the wrong path. You're doing the same thing that our lovely ladies have done, and it's going to lead down the path of destruction. And you're going to be another one of these angry, bitter women when you get older.
I don't want to be like that. I
hope you are going to end up like that. I'm looking at the roadmap, and I'm saying, here.
What she said? You hear that? She said, I don't want to. And bitch, you're going to. Because you don't respect and listen to males. Now, I know ladies, and I respect y'all in the chat room giving y'all take. Thank you. And I respect the gentleman that's giving a take. Thank you as well. But this is a testament of learning that this is what this culture, this society breeds. Unfortunately. And we're not going to escape this. Now, in regards to people talking about we should choose better, that's cool if you can. But overall, as long as you deal with the Western mind and modernization, this is what's going to happen. Matter of fact, I go in further. What she's doing, she's actually moving and operating through her social programming in this country. Now, for her to think that it's not going to happen to her, she's not paying attention to the environment she's in. This is a low level, really a dirt bag of a man that you decide to entertain, and you're going to entertain even more once he gets into your walls and injects into you, and you're going to carry his seed. I give this lady less than a year at best. And trust me, once you get knocked out by this so-called Muslim low-level nigga, he's going to move on to the next one. Mark my word. Amen.
Here and here. Your destination is angry, bitter baby mama.
No.
In about 4 or 5 years.
No, I'm gonna get married.
Huh?
I want to marry him and stay with him.
How you gonna marry a man with a felony?
No, because I see myself happy with him, and I see myself living long with him. Like I see myself
okay, baby. Well, you know what we got an old saying. I'm gonna say this old saying. My grandma, she was Mississippi. She said, "Hard head make a soft ass." You know what that means?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know? Well, you'll find out. But hold on a minute.
Enough of that. Enough of that. So I hope y'all learned something from this. This is not no exclusion to the sisters. This is now spreading from non-black women as well. A woman that's from another country, an Arab country, which, you know, patriarchy is very high where she's from. Afghanistan, especially. And last time I checked, I don't know if you're aware of this, Jay Shine, or the man that's still in the chat room. Didn't the Arabs took back control of Afghanistan once America pulled their troops? And they did this in less than a few weeks. So it lets me think. I have to think hard on this. That the people that stayed in Afghanistan don't want to be under what we call a real ruling order, a patriarchal order. When they talk about America in regards to patriarchy, it don't exist. I'm not sure if it ever did exist, to be honest with you. And the saddest thing about all this is that majority of people that leave their country and come here, they want to lavish in the illusions of what we call the American dream, where everybody could do what the hell they want, free range, without no consequence, no order. And that's what I'm getting off of this. She's gonna engage in sex with this dude. And she's gonna get knocked up. She says she's gonna get married, but we already know that if this man's a Muslim dude, he's not even marrying the woman that he knocked up. And the woman he knocked up was white. So you think he's gonna take you as an exceptional rule? I do not think so. I do not think so at all. So let's be honest. If you are a woman out here in these streets, you have certain unresolved issues, you might have to invest money getting a therapist. Because there's no way hell you going throughout life and you come to this point like Fifi, Arab Afghan woman, non-black woman, to go out here and look for a mate, and you go straight out the dirt that doesn't know much about this mate at all. And for the women that's going to listen to replay, please go back to replay this. She didn't know this dude. She didn't know him long enough before he committed that crime. And like Uncle D said, that you don't do just 3 years in jail for assault. You got to have a long record before they decide to throw the book on you, especially a black man. And trust me, they lock black men for less. For less. But to do 3 straight years hard time, that is a red flag. A big red flag. And what I got out of it is that she wants to do what the hell she wants. She said, fuck your feelings, fuck my mother, fuck my sisters, whoever, my brother. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna marry this nigga. And that's what she decided to do. Now, mind you, I'm not sure she'll be accepted in the Afghan community with this. I doubt it, because when I looked at her picture, she don't look attractive. So you know how it is, people. Some dudes are gonna grab out the dirt bear and somebody's gonna pick them up. And she's one that's not appealing enough that she has no options. And that's one thing I got out of that. She has no options. So it makes sense that she's gonna pick a man that resembles the program of what a Western man / black man is supposed to be. That's what I got out of this. Now, normally I would open this up, but because I'm pushing for time, y'all leave a comment during this video if you want me to do a call-in open conversation of what you just heard on this stream. And this, I would like y'all to say, please do a follow-up with open mic. And if I get a few comments, let's say if I got people that 5 or more, usually 5 is a benchmark, I will do another recap and open the conversation to have this conversation. Because it's really needed, to be fair, honest with you. This is really needed. I wish I could hear, because most of y'all are going back and forth, and there should be a discussion need to be had. And I would entertain this discussion. But overall, you know, this is pitiful. This is very disturbing. Now, mind you, I don't really entertain non-black women like that. But to find this woman that is not part of our race, looking for the bottom of certain black men in this country, is very telling. There's a lot of men out here that's working, doing jobs and all that stuff. But she, in her mind, she feels she qualifies for one of the lowest low of black men, and one that is doing criminal activities, which to me is a red flag to me. And normally I don't talk about race like that. Usually I focus mostly on us as people. But for this particular stream, this has to be really looked at and examined, because this is what we see out here in this environment. And for the fellas that don't really take notes, that if you find women like this that entertain anything that does any time in jail and she's in a relationship with them, that tells all of what she qualifies. It is what it is. It is what it is. So let me look at, I'm just going to scan through the chat room briefly. I'm not sure if I'm going to go back and recap this. Oh, yeah, guys said a lot. Oh, damn. I had to take my time to read this. Yeah, I don't have time. I can do it. Well, anyway, that's it. I'd like to thank everybody for listening to today's stream. If you're new to the channel, thank you. And those that will subscribe to the channel, I appreciate it, love it as well. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter at ChaosRain7. And you can now add me as a friend on Facebook, Eric Ray on Facebook. And these are the, and also got Discord, so follow me Discord. And that's all the links. For those ladies that put on the chat room, I have to go back and read it because I have to cut this short. But like always, thank y'all for listening. Tune in for the next broadcast. You know what I'm saying? And like always, I would like to read the comment section of this. You know, this should be interesting. This should be interesting indeed. Until next time, y'all know where to find me.